During today's White House Tribal Nation Summit, tribal nation leaders gathered here in Washington, D.C. to hear from different panels from climate change, ranging from climate change to missing or murdered indigenous people. And President Joe Biden spoke to members of the summit, and he says that his administration backs them in every single way possible.
President of the United States, Joe Biden.
It's a big win for the nation's tribes as President Joe Biden walked into a sea of phones and cheers as he prepared to address tribal leaders from across the United States.
We know the federal dollars are vital to your communities in order to be able to thrive.
Self-determination being the biggest takeaway from today's summit, that is, giving tribes the right to self-govern while continuing to get federal support.
These are obligations on the part of the United States to fund certain programs and initiatives.
Today, Biden signing an executive order that gives tribes easier access to federal funds.
There you go.
I think that's what a lot of tribes are looking for, is assistance to provide and replace a lot of those 50, 60-year-old components that we've had to deal with since the Bureau kind of allowed the tribes to go into that 638 self-determination process.
The order creates a one-stop shop for federal funding for tribes and requires White House agencies to measure funding shortfalls across the federal government, easing years of challenges.
So that's a big issue, is just communication and consultation with the tribes.
President Joe Biden's executive order goes into effect immediately. Reporting for Gaylord News in Washington, D.C., I'm Kevin Palomino.